We're good, bro.
My bad. That was my first time.
All right, hold on. We're not gonna put that in the podcast. That 2 clicks really get you. All right, ready? No, just one. When you hear me click, you start reading. Ready?
Welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast, and good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griff at the door.
All right. Hold on. You gotta speak up, man.
What do you mean?
You see how yours is way down here and
Yeah.
mine's way up there?
Am I
It's
supposed to fucking yell?
look, man. This is what's gonna sound.
Welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast. Yeah, man. I sound like Pat. Because you sound so much.
All right, hold on. You gotta speak.
Yeah, see, how come you sound so much better?
Because
That's
you're
my microphone.
because you're on top of the microphone like this.
Am I supposed to be like this?
Yeah, and just
Alright.
talking like a normal conversation
But you
voice.
said I gotta be louder.
Yeah, you're like whispering.
All right, sorry, live. No one. Perfect.
All right, ready?
Welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast, and good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griff at the door. Somebody let him in. We've got another active shooter. This time it's at a Memphis Kroger. This shit is scarier than Freddy Krueger. That doesn't work. How the fuck can America win anything when it's packed so full of losers, looters, shooters, drug users, spousal abusers, drunk driving troopers, middle school kids reading about sex in the pooper? I don't like such negativity. There's not
Oh, fuck me, some bitch.
I was actually doing pretty good there too.
Yeah, we gotta start all over.
I just want to let everybody know the first 2 times, me. Third time,
Audio malfunction. I actually turned up your mic a little bit too, so that they can hear you better.
can I hear that time? Just see if I sound cool. Welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast. Oh, yeah, because like, is this mic on? Griff at the door. Somebody let him in. We've got another active shooter. This time it's at a Memphis Kroger. This shit is scarier than Freddy Krueger.
I don't know why it
How
sounds
the
like.
fuck can America win anything when it's packed so full of losers, looters, shooters, drug users, spousal abusers, drunk driving troopers, middle school kids reading about sex in the pooper? I don't like such negativity. There's
Oh, fuck me.
You sound kind of bassy like I do. It's not that much.
Yeah, but yours sounds echoey.
It does sound like I sound kind of muffled. Well, no, that's not going to help because I'm still going to have to talk like after.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking we use the same fucking mic.
Oh man, I'm not going to like make out with you or anything. Hello everybody.
Like you don't have to lean into it, man. We just.
Are you sure? Because I mean, I was sounding. Wait, is my mic on? Am I muffled because it's only picking up on your
No,
microphone?
it's definitely your mic's definitely on.
It's a good thing this is not a super live broadcast. That sounds way better. Which part?
Yeah, which part?
The part where I'm on Tom's mic and we're about to Lady and Tramp it. Because we're having pasta tonight too, so it's kind of hard to Lady and Tramp ZD though. Erica, we're gonna need you to put like 6 ZDs together in the pasta.
Oh, I know what it is.
I'll just have some more alcohol. Everything will be better. Is it weird that I just keep looking at myself? I'm like, hey, that's me.
Hey, that's me up there.
Oh, wait, no, there. Only
The part where you're talking now, like I can hear you.
So it's better? Is it better? Would you like me?
Say something to your mic.
Check 1, 2. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Bart Starr.
Talk louder.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit louder, but I feel like I'm yelling now. I'm not really much of a loud talker.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah, see, look at yours.
I know.
You're not talking louder than me.
I know. Say something.
Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello.
Say something.
Hi, this is Ryan at the number 9 with Tommy studio, a.k.a. the basement.
The rape dungeon.
The rape dungeon. I'll take all the rapists.
Talk louder.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit louder, but I feel like I'm yelling now.
Dude,
not really.
It sounds like I'm in a submarine and you're in a fucking podium.
One of these things is not like the
Yeah,
other.
see, look at yours.
I know.
You're not talking louder than me.
I know. Say something.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, that's Patrick Mahomes and Kermit the Frog's son right there.
Say something.
Hi, this is Ryan. Number 9 with Tommy.
Off to a blazing start here on the live feed. I mean, I no longer feel like I have to puke about the intro, so that's good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna puke about the start of this show. This is what.
Test things before.
Well, it's been so long since I've had somebody else on, like,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do remember Pat always sounding more like if I was driving to work sometimes, I'd hear Pat's intro and I'd have to turn it up, and then you're like sitting next to me at a restaurant talking, like just like we're there. So maybe it is this one. Yeah, Erica, we're very sorry for your experience so far. Thank God. Hopefully, no one else is going to have to listen to this until Tom figures it out. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed because I was speaking to Dick Kirshington this morning. I thought he'd be listening.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Wait, am I going? Or,
No.
Okay, cool.
I feel like I'm gonna put the mic right here and mute your mic. So we're not gonna use that mic. We're gonna use this mic.
You know I'm all about that. So can someone rewatch the live stream?
Oh yeah, this is sweet. This is not forever. Hi, Mom.
Ma! I'm on TV! My hands are so fucking sticky.
From that fucking
Yeah.
Not from something we were.
All right,
doing.
live audience, aka Erica. What's worse, just licking my glass, or should I lick my hands? When I just watched myself in the camera right there, there are a lot of wrist things. Oh, sorry, you can't see the hat. But then you can't see my face. Hello, everyone. Oh, you're not recording, so we can't hear if this is any better. What if I play the harmonica? I had 1.5 beers. It's like a fucking middle school kid that just went into his dad's stash of Schlitz. Schlitz? Pabst. Because I can't say Schlitz. There we go. Look at that. That's much better.
We got movement.
Yeah, woohoo! I actually look like my EKG is not flatlining now.
All right, so let's have a normal conversation. Ryan, how's that beer you're having?
Amazing. Amazing. My my mixologist gave me the best rim of sugar and caramel. It's so good. So good.
You're a mixologist.
Yes, I couldn't
She's
think
also
of
a chef.
I was gonna say bartender, but that sounded like just not enough to really
Like-
describe how awesome she is.
Okay, that's fair.
Yep. I also, when Tom asked me what I wanted for dinner, I said my shoe with whatever sauce Erica wants to put on it. So
Yeah.
true story.
All right, let's see how this.
My hands are really sticky.
Because I can't say Schlitz. There we go.
Hey, I said Schlitz.
We got movement. Yeah, woohoo! Actually, look like my EKG is not flatlining now. All right.
Dude, tell me I
So,
don't sound like fucking Patrick Mahomes. Come on.
How's that beer? Amazing. Amazing. My
Can I talk about that
gave
too?
me the best rim of
Because I said that to everyone, and they were like, "No fucking way." I'm like, "No, I didn't say I look like Patrick Mahomes. I said I sound like Patrick
No,
Mahomes."
I'm not half black.
Like, just not enough.
All right.
I'm gonna fuck this up now. I was actually doing pretty good. I didn't even.
I know. I was somewhat proud of you. All right, ready? 4 times the charm.
Oh, I should probably be reading this. Was that the click?
No.
Okay.
Ready?
Welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast. And good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Griff at the door. Somebody let me in. We've got another active shooter. This time it's at a Memphis Kroger. This shit is scarier than Freddy Krueger. I think he meant Kroger. How the fuck can America win anything when it's packed so full of losers, looters, shooters, drug users, spousal abusers, drunk driving troopers, and middle school kids reading about sex in the pooper? I don't like such negativity. There's not a time worse where I can recall. I'd rather be mauled in the balls by a ball and ball up and ball, y'all. The worst of all, come on, I was doing so good. The worst of all, it is the regular host of this show. He's asking girls in the bed if they'll let him go down and blow. That was pretty good. He may be from Virginia, but that's not the current state Tom's boy is in. I'm not homophobic, but that sounds kind of Freudian. He can't make a point, an intro, or a joke that isn't classless. And he's bigger than me when I was at my fattest. That's saying something. He tells stories about honey buns like it's beneath him to hook up with a fat chick. They tell stories about hooking up with much worse, Patrick. And fuck you for saying that Rodgers is a bad locker room influence. What's the quarterback on your favorite team doing? Oh, that's right. You're so incapable of formulating an opinion that picking a favorite team is too difficult a decision. You big calf shitbag. He's lucky he isn't here, or I'd be kicking his ass. And finally, we got a worthy partner for this motherfucker right here. Tommy fucking Washington has pulled up a chair. What's up, man? How you doing?
That was a great fucking
That was
intro.
pretty fucking. That was like almost flawless until you laughed a little bit and kind of messed it up. But you know,
the ball.
See, I didn't even fuck that up. That was good because when I was reading it by myself, I was stuttering a lot. So I am pretty proud of pulling that one off.
Do you want to tell him who wrote the intro?
Oh yeah. By the way, Pat was the one who was the meanest to Pat in that intro. That was a pretty solid intro, and it sounded better because it was one take.
Yeah, it was one take, kind of.
Legit.
If you're listening to this on the podcast, we had a mic issue that we had to fix.
And by we, he means he.
Well, my mic was fine.
Shit. That's right.
Yeah, my mic was fine.
All right. I got you.
So we got Griff on the show today.
What's up?
Pretty excited. I think it's going to be, we've been talking for the last hour and a half.
Yep, and we're going to forget about all of that, I'm sure.
I mean, I got to tell you, it was some fucking bangers.
I just have to say that right now, at least I no longer feel like I'm going to puke because I wasn't worried about the podcast. I just wanted to represent Pat real well right there. And you know what so does this mean Pat is not even following his own podcast right now?
Well, that's fact. Pat does not follow his own podcast on Twitch.
Wow. That's pretty bad, Pat.
Yeah. He's driving, I think. He could have. You know what we should do by the end of the show is call Pat and see where he's at. And say, why didn't you hop on and watch the live stream?
Can I call him shitbag? Because that's what he put in his intro. So
yeah,
I'm good with that.
That's pretty good. So we didn't have a lot to talk about, but Pat gave us tons to talk about.
Yeah, I'm good. Like Pat, I think has opened up Pandora's box of some things that we're gonna discuss. So.
I think we're gonna have a fucking great show.
Yep.
I think this is gonna be one for the record book. Episode 109. Here we go. So Pat sent in some memes for us to talk about. This one's kind of funny.
Yep.
I'm gonna move this a little bit because there you go. So it's Joe Biden saying lots of people want to have sex with me to Barack Obama, and they're laughing, right? And Barack Obama's laughing. He goes, "That's not what they mean when they say fuck Joe Biden."
You know what's sad is I could actually see that being a conversation that would actually have to be explained to our illustrious commander-in-chief.
He's solid as a rock.
He is.
He's solid as the grave. Griff, you want to read this one?
Yeah, so we got a mail order catalog for your firearm purchases, and it says until 1968, anyone could buy a gun through the mail. There's a glare. Democrats changed that, telling everyone that fraud and theft were an issue. They demanded that people buy them in person and show ID. Now they want everyone to vote by mail. Really let that sink in. And, you know, it really kind of paints a lovely picture of what happened last November. It will probably happen every November until the end of time now.
I want to throw this out there. That's not the most surprising part about this meme. The most surprising part is what you can get a fucking old school revolver for.
Wait, hold on. Is that a pipe bomb in the top?
No, it's a fucking scope.
Oh, all right. I'm like, shit, we could mail order a pipe bomb? That seems
But these revolvers back in the day, fucking one was $55 or $56 and the other one was $45. Like, yo, why did gun prices go up so much?
Yeah.
I know many more guns.
Guns have outpaced inflation by a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. But a quality meme there,
Pretty good.
about the hypocrisy in our government.
So wait, does that mean, was there like, what's the predecessor to Amazon there? Because it says immediate delivery. What do you think immediate meant in whatever
in
century?
1968,
Like,
fucking 3 weeks.
So if you order
horse
this
and buggy.
in March, you might have it by Labor Day. Like, is that like?
Immediate delivery.
Yep.
Real bargains.
Oh, man. Times have changed. Now, if you don't get that shit tomorrow at 8, you're calling up people pretty hostile.
So this one is a meme about the Gabby girl that got murdered, we're assuming. Or did they ruled it a homicide, right?
I mean, I think, yeah.
I think they ruled it a homicide. They put out a warrant for the boyfriend there. Oh shit, I didn't change this one. Hold on. Whoop, there you go, fixed it. Hi, Mom. So it says, I am angry that Gabby is yet another woman killed by a male intimate partner. Absolutely am angry that 2,000 plus missing and murdered Native and Indigenous women have not received a fraction of the coverage this one's single case has. Extremely. White silence is violence. Be an ally. Speak up. Speak out. No more stolen sisters. Justice for Gabby. Justice for missing, murdered Indigenous women.
All right, so I'm confused because it seems like the person that posted this has 7 different points of view.
Yeah, I'm super confused.
Like, she says, don't talk about Gabby, but then justice for Gabby? Like, you can't.
Yeah, like, why are you guys only talking? Like, which I can understand the take of why you only talking about Gabby.
And I am wholeheartedly on board with that. Like, I remember having this conversation. I'm sorry, I don't want to, like, talk over people. Like,
we're good, right?
Okay. So, like, I think we talked about this last year with my brothers and some of my friends about COVID. Like, you know, whenever a celebrity would get COVID or have complications from COVID or die from COVID, it was national news. And I just remember thinking, like, how about Karen, who's, you know, a waitress out in Idaho, or, you know, Steve, who's he's a nurse in Michigan. Like, you don't hear about the everyday people like this. These things don't discriminate against, you know, sex,
who you are,
race. Like, so why? I agree. Like, why is that national news? And I think Pat hit the nail on the head. It's because it's an attractive white girl, which is just wrong. But
yeah, I mean, that's what I like. That's the first. Like, why is this girl out of all people getting all the attention because she was murdered in the woods?
And then on the same time, and that's I think
her
that's
her poor boyfriend, right, is mourning the loss of his girlfriend, and they're accusing him of murdering her.
Hey, could you say that with a straight face? That was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like he's innocent until proven guilty. He didn't kill anybody, as far as I'm concerned.
I thought you were kidding. Like, that's why it sounded like a joke.
No, I feel bad for him, man.
Okay.
He's mourning the loss of his girlfriend. He clearly loved her. He allowed her to beat him and didn't say anything.
I'm at a loss right now. I'm not sure how to respond to this. I feel like I was much better prepared for this when we weren't recording, because I'm trying to formulate an answer and nothing is coming to my brain right now.
Other than the fact that you agree with it.
Yeah, I didn't know how to say that, because I feel like when you're like on a podcast, you know, you don't just like shake your head. Like, I'm not a bobblehead. I have to use words, and the words that were coming out were like, duh, yeah.
Oh, you're cut off. Deal.
All right, I can eat. I can drink 20 ounces of beer and I'm good.
Yeah, man. So,
but like, think about, so like that woman
issued a warrant for that guy.
That woman posting about this to say, let's not talk about what was it? White silence is violence. Is that what it said?
White silence is
whatever it is. So she's using the platform that she doesn't agree with to advance her platform.
White silence is violence. Be an ally. Speak up. Speak out.
So what does that mean? White. So like, if white people don't talk about,
I don't know what that means.
Anybody other than white people, it's violence? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah.
So basically, she's just hashtagging the shit out of this to prove her point to somebody.
Well, basically, she wants to be the next person on the news with her meme, with her tweet,
pretty much.
You know, her Facebook post, whatever. Like, she wants her 10 seconds of fame, and she's gonna get it off Gabby's back. You know what I mean?
So she would say, "God bless America," while also stomping and lighting a flag on fire.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Just checking it.
As long as she got attention,
yes,
she would be all about it.
Got it. Check.
Checkmate. All right, so those are our memes for the show. I think this is a good time to have you guys listen to a little thing about writing a review. No, you don't say anything. Okay. I'm just gonna. I didn't open them beforehand.
Look, our voices are much more in line now. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Were you saying? So I mean, you know what? Maybe I do fall into the. I just assume it's the boy who did it. Maybe that's what happened.
Well, everybody assumes that, but is it fair
So,
to
hold on,
assume that?
Can we go back to that now? Are we like actually on right now? Like we're just
we're
talking?
live on the internet. We're not
Okay.
live on the podcast, but
All
we
right.
can go back and revisit that.
Yeah. I think you caught me off guard because I think I had a much different answer than I had the first time.
All right, ready? I'm gonna start recording.
Just keep waiting. Oh, sorry, I keep not showing the hat.
They can't really.
Oh, you can't because I'm looking this way.
Yeah,
What if
that's
I go
the
like? Yo, Dirty Dan represent. I am ridiculous.
All right, so Griff and I were just talking about this Gabby girl. So sad, and I really feel bad for her boyfriend. I do.
See, and I think that's what happened to me is when you said that. I think I fell into the idea that I am the type that reads these, and it has nothing to do with the story. Like my initial reaction is it's the guy. Like, and I don't know. Because I'm not a social media person. I'm not a news person. Like I find my news myself, like what I want to see.
Yeah, like what you stumble across
Yeah.
in your journey.
So like I feel like the most information, and kudos to you and Pat. The most information I know about this was from your podcast because like my wife would talk about it, and she said Gabby a couple times, and I'm like, what? So I googled Gabby, and of course, like you just start typing GA right now, and that's like the first thing that comes up on Google.
Yeah, it's like putting my name in with podcast.
Yep.
The first thing that pops up is number 9 with Tommy Podcast.
Just that was a perfect plug right there. That was good. You're welcome. But I think maybe I'm just conditioned because that's where my brain went. But I'm also thinking that I'm conditioned because that's where my wife's brain went. And I remember when this happened with Doulos a couple years ago. Like they are just like her mom and her were just like 100%.
He fucking did it.
Yeah, like
there's no doubt.
Yeah, so like maybe I'm just shaping my opinion on that so that I don't have uncomfortable conversations at home. Maybe that's what it is.
Erica says, I think everyone assumes he's guilty because they can't find him. If he was innocent, why run? Like I said, Erica, he is, he's a young kid. He's mourning the loss of his first significant girlfriend. I think he just wanted some alone time. They probably broke up out there, and he drove back, and then somebody viciously murdered her.
Well, you know what though? Like, I can see why he would run though. Like, if you've watched any movie where
if you watched the fucking news in the last 2 days, ever in your life, you know that you're the number one fucking suspect.
It kind of makes sense. Like, that's how my brain went. So, like, if God forbid something ever happened to me like that, that would be I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to think it was me.
Yeah. I'm going to prison forever. Perfect. Well, you'd kind of like that once you were driven.
What, going to prison?
Yeah.
No.
For the butt stuff?
Oh, well, we already talked about butt stuff. That was in the intro.
All right. So, what do you want to do first? You want to talk some football, or do you want to talk about these news articles that we got?
This is your world. I'm just living in it. I mean, I wouldn't mind ending on football. So,
all right. So let's talk about.
I was pretty intrigued by some of these articles that you had there. So, and
yeah.
Plus, when we invariably talk about football, we're going to get to the point where I start to realize that I'm going to be very disappointed on Sunday night. So
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope you're disappointed and I'm not.
Yeah. This is it's going to be
bad. But by the time you guys will know when you guys hear this on Monday, if Ryan was disappointed or if I was.
Yep.
Erica said, I don't think so. If the police put him in a hotel like you said last show, they felt like he was being abused, so they would believe him. Maybe, Erica, we weren't there. We can't make assumptions. Luckily for us in this great country that we live in, assumptions don't matter in court. We need hard evidence. And if they can provide enough evidence to say that this man is guilty of murder, then I'll believe that. Until then, he's innocent until proven guilty. Enough said.
I mean, that part I can wholeheartedly get behind. Is we are way out of whack with the innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, you're guilty until proven
Whether it's
innocent.
in an actual courtroom or the court of public opinion. Like that's
Well,
just,
listen. At the end of the day, dude, it's all a court of public opinion. It doesn't. Courts don't matter anymore. It's you're judged by not 12 peers, 300 million peers.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, some guy told me the other day. Not to get off topic.
I mean, I love when you guys get off topic. That's the highlights of the show. So,
the Andy the driver was at my place of employment, and we were talking about this thing with the vaccine and how the booster shot is like whatever, like it's a crock of shit, and people are still getting COVID and blah blah blah. And I'm not really contributing to the conversation because I have a podcast. I've talked about it on the podcast. And when I'm out in public in a professional setting, that's not the place to have that conversation.
definitely not.
This is the forum
Yeah.
that I use to talk about these things.
Like your Thanksgiving table is not where you bring up politics.
Exactly.
Like, no.
Yeah. So I'm just listening to him talk. I'm not really contributing to the conversation. And there's this other guy that works there comes in and loses his fucking shit on Andy, the driver. And he's like, how can you say the vaccine doesn't work? How can you say it? And he's like, well, it doesn't. I mean, there's a bunch of people with fucking COVID still that are vaccinated. And he goes, that it lessens the effects. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, well, what they said that you wouldn't get COVID when you got the vaccine. That's what they said. And now that people are getting COVID, they're like, no, the symptoms are just not as bad. Like, that's what they're saying, right?
Well,
So,
see,
and no, mind you, I'm not saying any of this. I just thought it was fun. But then he threw out this stat. 1 in every 500 Americans has gotten COVID. And I said, no fucking way.
wait, 1 in every 500? Wouldn't that mean, my math is like way off right now, but that would be like
A lot.
an astronomical number.
Yes. And I said, he might have said 1 in every 500 Americans has gotten COVID, or he said 1 in every 500 Americans dies from COVID. And I said,
Oh, that's actually not a bad number. It's only 740,000.
1 in every 500 people?
I think so.
No way. It's got to be 7.5 million people.
No.
There's
I did
300.
370 divided by 500. That number actually is not that far off. I think that's actually
Yeah.
closer to how many people have died.
So maybe it is really fucking
Like
1 in
that's,
every 500
I think
people.
that's the death toll. It's not just contracting COVID. It's probably like 1 in every 200.
Huh. Math doesn't lie, huh?
No, it does not.
That's how many people they say died from COVID, but we know the real thing. Let me ask this, Griff. I never asked this, and we'll move on from this right after this.
I don't mind. We can talk about this all you want.
But we never. Do you think all the people dying from COVID actually died from COVID?
See, I mean, here's
the thing.
Here's the problem, right?
They died from
is the uncertainty and the hysteria and the misinformation of the first. And if I'm going to be honest, like if you want to give it a real number, the first like 8 months, right? Like,
are not accurate numbers at all.
yeah, like you can't like. So this thing was a thing. If you had to say this was a thing, what would you say? November of 2019? No, 19.
Yeah, 19.
So that because we didn't like I vividly remember like this is not like a watershed moment like 9/11, but I think it is. Like I remember around a Christmas party or a get together or a dinner, and I'm a terrible human being now looking back, but like I remember seeing videos of people collapsing in the street in China, and we're like, oh shit, you guys watch that video? Oh, they're like zombies over there. But like that now, 2 years later, like, guess that wasn't so funny. But like,
Yeah.
so that's in December. We were laughing about it, and we still had a Super Bowl where that you went to, and
Yeah.
how 500,000 people. That was. You ever see like the dots of like where this airline goes? Well, there's COVID. Like,
Yes, exactly.
So like the hysteria and like the frenzy that this all created, like there's no way to tell that when these numbers were highly concentrated of deaths and contraction, no one knew anything. So
Yeah.
like these numbers are all I don't even want to say they're best guesses. They're just straight up guesses. Like 100% guesses.
Yeah.
So, like, and then what was it like? How many reports did you see every week where it was like, well, anybody that died in this hospital had COVID?
Yeah. Anybody. Yeah.
Like, gunshot wound to the head, COVID. Like, it was. So, like, it's hard to, like, I feel like that you could argue both sides of this. Like, a lot of what I hear in my everyday existence, I feel like I get a lot of facts about, like, the medical side of this. And, like, I feel like you could really argue both sides, and either could be wrong or either could be right. You know, it's
You know,
is a matter
Ryan,
of opinion.
it really
unfortunately.
comes down to situations are situational.
Love it, love it.
All right.
So such a 21st century. It is what it is. Even though that was also 21st century. Interesting.
How about a 2020?
But
not so much.
okay, so
2000s.
that's a 20. No, see, because I remember hearing it is what it is. Way back when I would say like 12 years ago was the first time I heard it.
Yeah, so 2000.
So it's like this decade's is what it is.
Yeah,
and it's so what, and that is a Pat McAfee special.
and you heard it here first on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast.
That you rehashed from the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, Pat McAfee show 2.0.
Sweet. All right.
It's live every day on YouTube.
Has he followed you yet?
No, I wish, man.
God damn it,
Dude, if he followed me, dude, I'd be fucking super famous.
dude. You would instantly get what 100, 200,000 people.
Probably.
Because like he would just be like, "Yo, follow this show."
Yeah, he talks about me all the time. Fucking, you know what I mean? I fucking love the guy.
I think like if you really want to go hard at this, right?
Dude, did you watch his Monday Night Football thing?
I
watched the?
I was at the game, so.
Oh, that's
kinda
right.
hard
You
to-
fuck.
Yeah, I couldn't see it.
Fucking
That sucked.
cocksucker. So he did. Have you seen that? The Manning brothers do that.
Dude,
thing?
I heard that was phenomenal.
What,
Like,
his
the
Pat's thing on there?
yeah.
Dude? It was, dude. He
Oh
is
my God.
so fucking electric on a microphone, dude.
Did you watch the Eli and Peyton one? So apparently a fire alarm went off, and it was just hilarious how they both reacted to it, like all nonchalant or something. Like
They
I
were
didn't
just
watch it. Yeah.
They're just like, huh?
Oh man. I guess that's what I like about how I approach anything social media. Is all I ever see is what comes up in my Google suggestions.
Yeah,
And I'd be like, nope, don't follow that. Nope, don't follow that. Nope. Ooh, that looks interesting. I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah.
How did we get talking about this?
I don't know.
This is
It is what, or, so.
no,
so
but
Drew-
like this whole line of conversations, because I'm looking over at your computer what we're gonna talk about next, and it doesn't fall into that at all.
No, not at all.
Sweet, like it. Hey, sorry, Dip Dizzy Wizzo? My bad.
Yeah, did dizzy. Long time, no time, huh?
So is Erica saying she has tested positive, or?
No, we got this because of COVID.
Oh, you're a genius.
I knew that.
She's like the executive producer.
Well, sure. She provides a lot of money for the podcast.
That's true. That's what an executive producer does. So
Perfect.
she's like Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
Nice.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna go with Jerry Springer there.
That's it would be an odd thing to say right there.
It would be.
It would be.
What a great show
Jerry
that
Springer
was.
is fucking man though. Remember when what's his name had his own show? Like it was,
Steve-O?
yeah, for like a year it was entertaining, and I'm like, yeah, this really got old. Like I want to see him throwing people
Yeah,
off of Jerry
like-
Springer's stage now.
Yeah, like Jerry fucking made.
Also, I want to say Erica could make so much money in the NFL because you know they stick them in those gloves and shit. Just have Erica make them shipyards with the rim because like my hands sometimes don't come apart right now. It's pretty solid.
Pretty solid. All right.
Anyways,
So we got 3 news articles to go over. The first one is
gonna be hilarious.
so Ryan, I made you read these because, well, I don't like to read.
Yep.
Now I ran through it quickly. I get what the gist is. So why don't you explain what's going on?
Well, see, that's the problem, right? Is I can't really explain what's going on because this bitch is crazy. But
This
I
bitch is crazy.
mean, so
We're gonna get fucking canceled Monday morning.
it's. Ooh, wait. So am I not supposed to swear?
No, I don't care if
Okay,
you swear.
So basically, she filibustered the Virginia, I think,
That was the one with the
somewhere south of the
It was-
Mason-Dixon line. She was at a board of education meeting,
Oh, this lady?
Yep.
Oh, let's see.
and she did the Texas 2.0 of. Oh, the article really actually says the woman saw the video on September whatever it was 9th about the books in her child's library, and she's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clickbait and go to my child's library and make a fool of myself on Instagram, TikTok, whatever have you.
YouTube.
Yep. And I'm going to see what books are in my children's library. So she did. And she, as I said, she filibustered the Board of Education and she started reading excerpts from it. And I can't tell if this woman's issue is with the subject matter, which I don't have and hopefully won't ever have kids. So I want to say I understand her point of view, but I'm not sure that I agree with it because, like, where's the line between, like, you can and can't read this and we're just lighting piles of books on fire? Like, where's the line?
Yeah.
And or if her problem, as the headline states, is with it being pornographic of a homosexual nature. And like, you can have all the goddamn beliefs that you want. Someone else has beliefs that make our country amazing, and they should or should not be able to read things that pertain to them. Like, and I don't think I read the article and I can't tell
What she's
if
more upset about?
I think she's masking the fact that she's upset about it being gay porn behind the fact that she's upset about it being pornographic. Like, we were just talking about this at pool the other night about, God, I hope my wife never stumbles upon the Number 9 with Tommy podcast on YouTube and Twitch. Perfect. And Apple Podcasts. Because we were talking
Apple
about
Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much anywhere podcasts are downloadable.
So, like, when we talk about no free ads, like, that doesn't include porn. Like porn is just everybody's. It's just there.
Dude, if I got a porn channel as a fucking sponsor, dude, I would be so pumped.
So we were talking about Pornhub and using it on your private thing on Safari.
Dude, I told somebody about what you said about the Google Incognito, dude. I was fucking.
Well, that's where I was going with this. So I was like, I don't even remember how I got talking about this, but like, we were talking about like porn is for everyone, and that's why Safari has a private mode. And I said I don't like using Google because I don't trust that little fucking incognito dude because he's always fucking looking at me. And so, like, I think she's really hiding the fact that she's a bigot.
Yeah, like she's against gay people.
Yeah, like, and that's just so wrong.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. What it really comes down to is you nailed it in the beginning, right? That she's like, you know what? This lady got a bunch of attention.
Yeah.
I want my 10 seconds of fame.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go to my school's my kid's library and find these books that are in there. And I'm going to make a big fucking deal about it because I want to be on thedailywire.com.
Pretty much, yep. And here's the flip side funny of this, though. So she's reading the excerpts from a book in her high school children's library in front of a bunch of parents and assumably students who go to the school. And the Board of Education, in one of the biggest twists of irony, says, "Ma'am, please don't read that in front of the children. It's not appropriate content." So, like, the amount of things wrong with this whole article just blow your mind that
They cut her mic off too, and she fucking started tweaking.
So they sent the security or whatever it is up to the mic, and they told him to pretend he was the next speaker so that he would get her off the microphone. And I'm not leaving. Wow. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Good times.
Again, I'm not really sure how I feel. Listen,
see,
man.
that's exactly, Erica. Don't read it if you don't. You know what? This comes back to the all-important figure in your life, right? Your parents. So if you bring a book, if I brought a book home that my mom or dad didn't want me to read, you know what would happen?
You weren't
I
reading
wouldn't read it.
Yeah.
Because, like, hey, they'd be like, "Holy shit, are you reading a book?
Yeah.
That's got to be something that you're not supposed to see right now." But no, I mean, that's like, you're upset that you're. So someone else's parent could be like, "I'm okay with my kid reading that because I want them to be able to absorb all this information and not have a pigeonholed view of the world."
Yeah. Have an open mind.
Like, I want to be able to go up to his brother and be like, "Yo, I had a cock in my mouth yesterday." I'm just saying that's what that woman said at the Board of Education. That was a line from the book.
She wants to be able to go up to her. What happened?
That was a line from the book. Like, "Hey, I want to put your cock in my mouth." It was.
We can do that later.
It was Pat's memoirs.
Fucking nailed it. Oh, that was good. Erica says there are condoms for sale in the store. Don't have to buy them.
Yeah, like
I wish you
know-
motherfuckers would though, because you got to stop reproducing because you have some dumb motherfuckers out
You
here.
know, I have to say, at a job I've had before, like one of the best things I like to ring out is a pregnancy test, and like I always want to say good luck because it works both ways.
Yeah,
Like
right.
they want to see one of two answers, but I'm like someone's going to take that the wrong way, so I still haven't done that. So whenever I give,
When you're ready to check out.
yep, I think I'm going to do it.
Erica said there are porno mags in the store. You don't have to buy it.
Yes, you do.
I wish you would.
Yes.
Well, mags, dude.
No, you don't need bags anymore.
You like I can't believe there's still fucking porno stores at this point in life.
I just can't believe that my thing was looking through squiggly lines in a basement.
And hitting the side of the TV
Yeah,
to try and get it
yes.
to straighten out.
Man, kids don't know how good they have it these
I
days.
know. My fucking kid's over there watching Pornhub on his phone. All right.
That was only article number 1. That was pretty good.
We're gonna we'll drop an ad here. Ooh.
Like, I could almost pick up this harmonica without closing my hand. Like that's like it's moving.
Dude, my whole desk is
I
like
know.
sticky.
It's because my phone's probably gonna be sticky too.
I don't know. So we jerked off all over the table.
I'm watching you. Dude, tell me that dude's. Look at this dude. Look at this dude, right? Come on.
I don't even have Chrome on my phone, bro.
No, it's not even on Chrome. You do it on you turn on incognito mode. Where'd he go? Maybe it's when I do it on my iPad. He's like fucking staring at me. Yeah, see? Look at that dude. He's fucking judging you. God,
Oh man.
sick bastard. Maybe that's how he gets his jollies.
All right, ready?
I'm good.
All right. So our next article is you know what I gotta stop doing? I have to stop talking when I'm facing the computer.
I mean, it still
Because-
looks like it's. Well, yeah, you're right, because that first block looks a lot different than the
Yeah.
second block.
For sure.
I just like how my voice actually. Oh, Jesus. You know, so Tom pulled this article up, and I was like, this is like when I asked them to stop talking about fucking vegetables. I was like, maybe we'll make it through an episode because Pat's not here and not having to talk about Johnny fucking Depp. Oh, my God. Like, we just give this motherfucker a pulpit to discuss anything because he was a pirate. So, like come on.
What's your hate with Johnny Depp, bro?
Oh, wait, I misread the headline. My bad, Johnny Depp. He went off on cancel culture. Oh, kudos, my friend. Kudos.
Didn't you read the article?
No, I just saw Johnny Depp and immediately thought about Pat and Amber Heard, and I got mad. So I guess
So you just skipped
I just
the fucking-
assumed, man, I am such a fucking liberal.
I
The fuck?
All right, well that's cool. At least you're admitting it.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you took a stance.
I did. I took
You
a
know-
stance on stupidity. Yes. I'm going to
You know
join.
what we're gonna name the show?
What's that?
Taking a stance.
Taking a stance? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Whether or not you understand your stance, at least I took a stance. I'm going to put myself on the other side of that snowflake. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be great. I'm going to be twirling on my Christmas tree, me and Pat.
Dude, send me that,
I'm
and
gonna
we'll
do
show
it.
it
I
on
still
the live
love
stream.
the fact that I made that from Pat's picture on my phone. That
How did you
came
get
from
that?
his own phone. So you know sometimes it
No,
asks,
so
do you want to
you want to know
picture?
why? That came from me. I must have forwarded you Pat's number
Oh, and it sent the whole
that,
thing?
Yeah, it must have sent the picture and everything. Because that picture's got to be like 12 years old. We're inside a Friendlies eating lunch, and he had a cigarette. Dude, he hasn't smoked cigarettes in like fucking 8 years,
Oh.
and he fucking has a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's thin as shit, flicking me off. Anyway,
Oh, man.
so Johnny Depp was out. I think he was out in the UK, and for some play he's doing or something, and he was getting interviewed, and they asked him, like, "What's the deal with cancel culture? Like, how?" And he's like, "It's fucking bad out here, man. Like, they'll take down any one of you. They're just waiting." Like, because how much money did he lose because of this whole Amber Heard thing and all that bullshit? And his name got fucking dragged through the mud and everything else. He was this horrible person. And come to find out, it was the crazy girl that he was with. So, that's basically what it says. And he was like, yo, watch yourself. And it's not just me. It's anybody. Anybody out there in the world can get fucking canceled at this point. Because they're just waiting to find somebody to cancel next.
Well, did you and Pat talk about the the Jeopardy host that never actually hosted the episode after he was named the Jeopardy host.
That was the executive producer, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
So they named him. If you guys did, I forgot, but like that's what happened. They named him it was like the day after they named him the host. Someone drudged up a tweet or something of his from 10 years ago, where he said something about.
We talk shit about Alex Trebek.
No, it was about a woman. Like I don't remember exactly what the wording was, but then it was like the day after that he was no longer the host of Jeopardy. And then I read that someone tried to do the same thing to
The woman
Maya
there?
Bialik. Like,
Is that the girl from?
yeah, I was about to say Amy Farrah Fowler because that's all I know her as. But, or Blossom, you know.
Yeah.
But they did the same thing with her. Like, it's like, listen, like I don't like there is. I guarantee you, I have said something in the last 30 minutes that if it was brought up in 15 years, I'd be screwed.
Yeah,
But,
like you
like-
said, being gay is okay, and now
Yeah.
in 15 years,
You don't know what that means. Like, the whole fucking world could change in 15 years. Like,
Yeah.
and it has, and it will again, and continue to change.
it's
like,
fucking crazy. Man. I feel bad for these people. I really like for somebody that really wants to make it with this podcast, right? Like really blow up and be big. At the same time, do I want the fucking headache?
yeah,
of-
because everything you've
it's-
said in the last 108 episodes will be dissected.
well, and it's like, dude, I've had some fucking takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? Your takes, there are, I'll say, let's just say 50-50. Half of the people are going to agree with, no, it's not even 50-50. Half of the people will staunchly agree with them. 30% of people will be like, I don't agree with that, but I'm okay with that.
And then
there's
20%.
15% will be like, I'm not okay with that, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And then 5% are going to be the only ones that anybody hears.
Yep.
But if you blow up, then 5 years from now, you'll have 500,000 people following you. But it'll be those 3 people that will fucking shut you down.
Yeah, that'll fucking come at me, and I'll be getting fucking sued for something I said.
That's because it's just like everything else in the world today. We manage to the lowest common denominator. Like, that's what we do. It's not.
Yeah, it's not about the masses of
No.
people. It's about the so like the minority of people. Like that's what we're taking care of the minorities, but we forget all the masses.
Yeah.
You know who says that? Tom McDonald.
Ah, nice.
That's a
nice.
Tom McDonald alert.
Nice.
Have you not listened to any Tom McDonald?
I have not. No.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna play fucking propaganda for you before you leave.
And that's the
here
thing.
tonight.
I think you guys did. I know at least one of the times that Pat read one, and one of the times you guys played one, and I straight up agree with everything, like that he
Well, and listen, man, I'll be the
has
first.
delivered, but like I don't know, it just doesn't.
Well, listen, you know me, man. I listen to country music,
Yeah.
right? And I haven't listened to rap since I was probably in like early high school. And this motherfucker, dude, because I resonate so much with what he's saying. Like, and I like a good rap song. And it's not like, yo, we're going to drink fucking 40s on the sidewalk tonight.
Yeah.
Like, there's meaning behind what he's saying. So, I listen to him all the time, and he's fucking awesome. I just ordered his albums. He just had 2 albums come out a couple weeks ago. I ordered them.
Are they actually physical like albums, like discs?
I think so. I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna listen to them because I don't have a fucking CD player.
Funny story that happened to me. So we're gonna go off topic, but welcome to the number 9 with Tommy. I love it. My mom was out a couple weeks ago, and she found these her mom's got these old baby boxes of shit, and she found these tapes from some like behavioral psychologist that came to the school when we were kids, and there's tapes of interviews with me and both of my brothers. And they're fucking tapes. For anybody that doesn't know what a tape is what predated a CD. And if you don't know what a CD is, fuck you. So anyways, I mean, who has a fucking tape deck? Like, I had a tape deck in my truck that fell apart. That was the last time I had a tape deck. So
Please tell me she shipped them to you to listen to.
well, she did. Because
Awesome.
you sent them through the mail so that they were here when she got here so we could listen to them together. So she found someone with a tape deck. And we put it in, and we started playing it, and it's like, oh, that's weird. There's nothing on here. So open it up, and it's just a mass of tape. So the fucking thing ate it,
Yeah.
and it was just gone. And I'm like, oh, that's all right. It's my younger brother. No one cared what he said, anyways. I'm like, it ain't like he's gonna discover the cure for COVID in 1988, so it's all right. But, yeah.
Folks, Girls in the Chase is Griff looking good?
What up, Phobic? What up,
Um,
acquaintance? September 11th. I remember.
Did you text
No,
him?
I think I lost. Oh, hold on, wait.
That's fucked up, man.
If I do it now, how many is 2 weeks too late to do a happy birthday belated?
A happy belated birthday.
Hold on, let me see if I have the name in there.
Erica just said, "Hi, I just read that was gonna be the host of Jeopardy was fired because some of his old ramblings on his podcast."
Yep. Wait, am I gonna host Jeopardy?
No,
Sweet.
he said, "Phobic ass Griff couldn't make time to come see me while I was there, huh?"
So
Yes, way too late.
hold on. So I have we said Phobic's name?
Yeah,
Okay. So if I text Jay Timothy's happy birthday, I could get wings and wish him a happy birthday, right? That's what comes up when I type Tim into my phone.
Oh man, Erica actually wanted me to ask you to stop and get wings on your way here.
Oh my god. So dude, I'm not even lying. The whole time I'm driving here, I don't know 44 at all. I'm like, I'm gonna go buy J Tim's. I'm gonna go buy J Tim's. This looks like the corner. Nope. This looks like nope. Shit. I didn't go buy J Tim's.
Phobic said sounds good to me.
Wait, there was a reason I didn't come. I had already something on the 6 hours notice you gave me for if I could come or not.
I gave you more than that. I think you were working, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I was working. Yeah, I had to make that bill, man.
You know, I had to make it rain.
Make it rain so I could go see the Green Bay Packers destroy the Detroit Lions.
I'm really upset, dude, that we didn't plan, instead of you going to Lambeau this year, us going
Listen,
to fucking
I'm gonna tell you why. Is because they're playing tomorrow, and there is no chance I could have gone because I go on vacation Wednesday. Like the schedule comes out in May, I had already used 2 weeks of vacation.
Yeah.
There's no physical way I could fly to San Francisco and back with no days off.
All right, man. Whatever excuse.
Yeah, but you know what? You never know. So if Green Bay, as long as they finish in the same spot, they'll play each other next year. Because I don't think Green Bay plays the NFC West next year.
So they got finished in the same spot in their divisions.
Mm-hmm. Like there was a year.
Yeah, that's a fucking tall order, dude. The Niners are in the best division of football.
Yeah, which means they could finish where the Packers will finish, which is second. The Rams are legit, man.
I know the Rams are legit.
So I'm saying like, the Niners are probably going to be second because the Seahawks suck.
You don't think? But that's what I'm saying.
I hate Kyler Murray with a passion, a fiery passion of hell.
Hold on, save that for.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
We'll save that for football talk. Phobic, thanks for dropping in today. I think today's probably more your pace of podcast because Pat's not here.
Respect.
But we're having a good time. Griff and I had a couple beers. It's fun. All right. So at the end of the day, so are you a Johnny Depp supporter now, or?
Yeah. I probably should have not been an asshole and actually read past the headline that I misread.
Yeah.
So.
But good for him for taking a stance against
that. But if you stand against cancel culture, you're
number
canceled,
one,
right?
Yeah, you're number one on the hit
Cool.
list, dude. There's right now, dude. They're out there with shovels.
Oh, thanks, Phobic.
You gonna read what he said?
He said I'm a lot easier on the eyes and the ears.
He said he was.
I don't know which one means more to me, the eyes or the ears, because I've worked a lot on the eyes, and I thought I sounded like Kermit and Patrick Mahomes. So if I'm easy on the ears, I like it.
He also said I was much happier to see Greg
Oh, wait, does that mean than you or than Pat?
than Pat.
All right, sweet. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Number 9 with Tommy and Ryan podcast.
That'd be fucking epic,
That'd be hilarious,
dude. If you,
I could live stream from Florida.
oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're gonna figure out. We'll get it all set up so that we can do.
It would be.
Do you have AirPods?
I do.
Oh, fucking mint, dude. Fucking mint. And do you have an iPad?
I do.
We're all set.
It would be my first time on anything resembling FaceTime, though. Like that type of thing. I've never done that. Like
yeah, we're gonna.
calls and...
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, cool.
We'll figure it out before you leave.
Got it.
All right. So anyway,
So Phobic. Oh wait, I'm just gonna say, how about them Raiders, man? We're gonna talk about this later, dude. They are fucking legit.
yeah.
They are, and dude, I want Phobic. When are you going to the fucking spaceship? When are you going there, man? And you need to tell me what that fucking bar in the end zone is like. Moving on.
All right.
God, I love football.
All right. So this is our last news article.
Oh man, this
Chase
one
First
tugs
Bank.
at the heartstrings.
A debit card, an
Yeah.
app for kids, and tools
So
for you to
Chick-fil-A.
teach them good
Oh,
money
you
habits.
probably hear this ad.
Set
Oh,
account
okay.
alerts.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and
I
fix
feel like
that.
I'm being so loud. You said that loud, right?
No, you're fine. Hold on a second. I gotta stop the podcast. I gotta fix this.
feel like, did you ever watch Little Giants?
God. All right, so this is our last news article. Oh man, this one tugs at the
A
heartstrings.
debit card and app for kids and
So,
tools.
Hey, we're gonna talk about Chick-fil-A, and I can't get Chick-fil-A tomorrow now. Son of a bitch.
Oh man. They'd write a review here.
So did it say up there like that someone joined, or you just saw him type it?
I saw him talking to me. We're actually up to so here's if somebody's watching on YouTube, I can't see, I haven't seen anybody chat over there from YouTube.
Yeah.
Only Twitch. But I can't see that because I usually have it up over here to talk closer. But either way. All right. So here we go. All right, Ryan, you want to describe these guys what our last news article is like?
Yeah, so the last news article is I told Tom I read something about how Chick-fil-A has been removed from multiple airport planning for dining options for not being an inclusive environment. So this was, I think it was Kansas City.
Yeah,
was
Missouri.
the one that the article was actually about, but I think it's happened, and apparently the whatever the zoning commission or the locals had spent 6 to 8 months on contesting that Chick-fil-A was going to be part of their airport because it is not an inclusive company. But
Have they ever denied the right to sell anybody anything?
to my knowledge, and I know it's a risky to take a stance when you haven't fully researched it, but to my knowledge, I am not aware of an incident where they used their business to deny someone service. So like they have their personal beliefs.
Erica said yes, everyone on Sundays.
That's wow. You know, she just blew my mind. That is because I mean that's actually where I was going with this is they as a company have chosen to acknowledge their beliefs and not be open on Sundays for religious reasons. Like, but the thing about it is at some point Chick-fil-A was approved as a food vendor at this airport, correct?
Yeah.
Otherwise they wouldn't have to be removed from a food vendor at this airport.
Yes.
So they were approved when Chick-fil-A is a 50, 60-year-old company.
Yeah, it's been around
for a long time.
Yeah.
Hashtag waffle fries. So
hashtag no free ads.
Wait, waffle fries? Question? Anyways, so knowing what the company was, and this is not the first time in the last 10 years that Chick-fil-A has been in the news for their beliefs as not as a company, but as a management team in the company. So
yeah, let's say you don't want to say ownership because it's a publicly
yeah,
but
like their executive
CEO, their
executive branch of their company is well known for what they choose to be as their their beliefs in their own company. So the problem I have with these things is if you didn't want them to be part of it, then don't have them be part of it in the beginning. So then someone, one of those 5% that we were talking about has a problem with
Karen.
it. Yes, those Karens. We're going to talk about that too. I want to ask everyone a question. It's a very deep philosophical question. It has to do with Keanu Reeves. So we'll leave you hanging with that one. Cliffhanger. Hopefully I don't forget like Pat does sometimes. So, anyways, so now we've fallen into the 5%ers complaining for 6 to 8 months, and we've removed them as an option for anyone that wants to go there from the airport for not being an inclusive company, which is fine. If they believe that, cool. Like if you don't agree with them, that's fine. So, but we approve them, right? So I think Erica said that when we were talking about the books. if you don't believe in Chick-fil-A, don't work there and don't eat there. Like the easiest way in a capitalist society to show someone that you don't agree with them is to not engage in giving them money. Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know some of the nicest people I interact with in a food establishment work at Chick-fil-A. They are amazing, and I know that's part of the culture that they create. Like, goddamn, can you believe that there's a group of people that they're so non-inclusive that they want everyone that works there to be nice to people?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. But so like, if you don't like them, don't work there. If you don't like what they represent a company, don't eat there. So like we're just removing.
More for us.
I'm good with it. You know, keep them coming. Like ship those spicy chicken deluxes to Connecticut, and I'm good with that. But like, so now, even though that the vast majority, I'm sure, of people would eat there or would enjoy eating there, like now the option is just gone. So you're telling me in the Kansas City airport, which Kansas City is a rather large city in the United States with lots of people, there is not another purveyor of goods or food in that airport that doesn't have a company that represents in any way the values that Chick-fil-A does? No fucking way.
I so badly want to research what
Right?
establishments are in there and find one.
Like, think about Bradley Airport, right? It has fucking 30 gates. How many like shops and businesses are there? There's probably like 50. Like, you know, we talk about like little tiny things like Dunkin's or like the Gates terminal things, like like the little things, like maybe not 50, but there's a lot. So we're talking about an airport that probably has multiple terminals with hundreds of gates.
Yeah.
Like, how many businesses do they have there? Like, you're telling me that Chick-fil-A is the one, right? Oh, no, that's just because the Karen read the article and we're going to go after Chick-fil-A because it's easy to go after Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, because they love God.
Yes, they do.
And
they don't include people who don't love God, in your opinion.
And that's just it. It's your, like, and again, we have to do more. Like, listen, if they denied somebody service because they were gay or, and from the article, from the parts that I read, it was all the LGBTQ plus community.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, did I just do that right?
I think you might have missed a consonant.
It's right here.
LGBTQ plus. There's not another one in there?
No, LGBTQ plus.
I mean, I think this is like full circle to what we were talking about at the beginning.
I nailed it.
Articles.
Yeah,
with,
man, I'm getting better at like
nailed it. With the woman with the books, like if you don't believe in that, then what? Everyone else is wrong. Like,
yeah. Well, that's the society we live in.
So like, she doesn't agree with homosexual porn, so we're all bad people because we don't care. So this company,
yeah, let's just be like, and like she doesn't approve of it. Where like I'm not gonna watch it or read it, but I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like it's all about choice. And that's the great thing about
some people like
society.
People that are jacked and hammered, muscled, toned out. Some people like big chicks. It happens.
On pool teams. You know,
I'm full team.
Taste is tastiness is tasty. Can you say situational? Situations are situational when talking about taste.
Taste is taste.
Taste is see, it's got to be a
taste. Taste is different to everyone.
It does, yeah.
Dude, if we come up with a catchphrase for this, it's going on a shirt tonight.
Perfect.
I'm putting it on a fucking shirt tonight. You'll be able to buy it tonight on the Number 9 with Tommy podcast.
Taste is unique as a snowflake.
Just so you guys know where to find that merch, number9podcast.com/merch-store. And you'll be able to find this shirt that Griff and I come up.
You've gotten pretty good at that. You used to stumble through that a lot. You're doing pretty good with that now.
Yeah, man. We're 108 episodes in. Yep. I've been doing this for, I don't know, 13, 14 months now. I'm getting pretty solid.
Yep.
I'm getting pretty solid.
I haven't missed a minute. Well, except for maybe a minute or two.
Some of them, man, I understand. Some of them are rough to get through. Yep. This one, though, is going to be, he still stutters like Matt. Sorry, man.
I mean, I didn't hear any stutters. At first, I thought he said slutters. I'm like, sweet.
He's a slut.
He's a slutter. Oh, wait, that's kind of what the Jeopardy host said. Something along those lines.
What, she's a slut?
So yeah, it said something about he like slut shamed somebody.
Well, what she? Listen, dude, I'm not taking a stance on this, but when I want to say this was probably like 7 or 8 years ago, my neighbor Twitch, right? You've heard us talk about him. Have you met him in the flesh?
I don't think so.
Okay. He's a good guy. Great guy. He's funny. He's grown and matured a lot over the last probably 8 years. But we're hanging out one night, and I live in a cul-de-sac, and we're hanging out in the cul-de-sac. We're smoking a cigarette. And we're talking about this girl that he was trying to hook up with the river. He goes, you know what, man? Doesn't matter. Born a slut, die a slut.
Oh man.
Oh, it's
Well,
fucking hilarious.
He's not reading answers that have to be followed by questions, that's for sure.
Trust me, I don't think he knows how to read, but Phobic says this is top 5 episode of all time. Thanks, Phobic.
You know, if I was on an episode last September, I'd be like, well, there's only been 6, so but like I feel pretty good about that now.
Yeah, we're in the top 20.
Yeah.
The top 20% of episodes.
All right.
Um,
Dig it. Wait, what? That's wrong.
Oh, yeah, you're
That's-
right.
That's way wrong.
Yeah, we're in the top, over like the top
Like
4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4%. Sorry, my bad.
Yes.
I divided 5 by
Math is not our strong suit on today's episode. Of,
I divided 5 by 100 and got 20.
we'll just call episode 109 is Common Core. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of that, oh my God. So you probably won't be able to find this now, right? But I had my first view of what stupidity looks like in the Common Core math world. So I saw it was something on Google. It was like a GIF or a meme of a kid that got a minus point. So the question was, and I don't fully understand Common Core because again, I have no kids, thank God. And it's the question was 5 times 3, and obviously it's 15, but you have to show your work because it's Common Core. But the question was worded where it was, I'll get it wrong one of the other ways, but it was either like you have to show your work as 5 times 3 as a set of 3s or a set of 5s, right? So I think we'll say the question was worded as a set of 3s. So the kid wrote down 5 plus 5 plus 5, because you got to show your work in Common Core is 15. He got a -1 because his brain doesn't work that way. His brain works 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which, what's 5 times 3? 15. What's 3 5s? 15. What's, hold on, 5 3s? 15. But he got it fucking wrong. So this kid is what? 7, 8
Yeah.
years old?
Yeah.
So we're telling you you're wrong because your brain works differently to fucking add up numbers? Don't get it. Don't get it. I don't understand this world. Like I would actually probably have been held back in a grade if that's how, because like my brain doesn't work with notes and showing your work. My brain just like processes, like especially with math. Like,
Yeah, it
my brain
processes-
is built for math.
Yeah.
So like I don't see 5 3s or 3 5s. If you tell me 5 times 3, I see 15. Like that's how my brain works.
Yeah.
It's like I don't get it. Like explain that to me. How, like, you have a kid in school. Like how does
Dude, I'm lucky, man. My kid's pretty soft. Luckily, my wife is in this school system, so if there's any needed help with homework, she's doing it because.
But like how, so wait,
There's
you
no-
really have to tell your kid that that's the wrong way to see that?
Well, so in defense, right, Ryan, you're probably not gonna like this take, but
fine.
I'd like to see every side of the fence,
Okay.
and then I don't sit on the fence post. I pick a side.
Dude, take a stand.
Take a stance. So anyway, if the problem why he probably got he didn't get it wrong, he got a minus point.
Okay.
And the reason he got a minus point is because he didn't follow directions. Because it said to do it a certain way.
I get it. But then so he has to conform to there's only one way to answer that?
In that situation, there was only one way to answer it. That's what they wanted to see.
Honestly, I understand what you're saying now. That makes perfect sense. But it also doesn't make any sense.
Listen, I agree with you that the fact that, like, what the fuck, he got the answer right. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, does it really matter?
So
no.
aren't we impeding this child's ability to
free trade?
develop their own way to process information?
Erica says, so the way they're supposed to do is exactly that, follow directions. In math, they show the kids several different ways to compute the problem.
Yeah, right. I mean, I agree. It really is indoctrination. Like, we are trying to develop one mindset and one point of view on everything. Like, you have to fall in line. Like, we're trying to develop a society of people that can only pass standardized tests.
You will obey. you will obey.
Yeah.
You will obey.
Right?
Phobic gets exactly what I'm fucking saying.
I just like,
Shout out to No Agenda.
but like this is like, but math is not like reading a Hawthorne or reading Shakespeare. Like you don't interpret math. Math is like ones and zeros and like plus like math has. That's why I love math because math has an answer. Like there's no ambiguity. So what's the difference? Ambiguity. Oof, man. The only word I can use to to define ambiguity is ambiguity. Like there's no black and white. It's I mean there's no gray area. It's black or white. Like that's it.
Me and Griff.
Oh, see, he said gray area before I could think of gray area. That is so sad. That's pretty bad. But yeah, like there's a right answer and a wrong answer. Like if we were talking about interpreting a poem, like you could interpret that 1,000 ways, and none of them are wrong.
Yeah. Eric says, but there are different ways to get to the solution.
Yeah, but you're telling that kid his brain is wrong.
No.
I'm telling you, if I was 6 and a teacher told me that you have to show me how you get 15 from how many sets of 5, I would just write 15. Like that's how my brain works. Anyways, this is why I don't have kids, because oh my god, my dad on 3 times had to go down to the school because of so I was humble brag. I was like pretty much straight A's. Graduated second in my class in high school. I graduated like a 4.6, like, and then I just bombed in college because whatever. Hashtag my girlfriend isn't with us anymore. Anyways, so, but like, I forgot where I was going with that.
Why isn't she with us, Brian?
I'm not gonna do that. That's so mean. I forget what I was saying there. I totally lost track of everything I was saying now.
Your dad had to go down to the school.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I was a great student, and he had to go down because there was 3 times where my brain worked really well. The teachers didn't agree with how I was getting to information, and he had to challenge them in an environment to say, "Hey, my son is smarter than you." So the last one was in high school. Me and my buddy, we were writing a paper for our AP English class. And the teacher gave us a C.
Damn, bro. AP English.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck I did that. I should have just taken 9th grade English 4 times because that is the most useless subject I use.
So do you want to know what's crazy? Is that my 11th grade teacher recommended I took AP English my senior year. And listen, why? I don't know, dude. I can't fucking read. I can't fucking spell. Like, but like, I was insightful in what I would put down on paper. I think that's really what it was. So, and he recommended I took AP English. And so I stayed after class one day. I was like, why are you recommending for me to take AP English? And he's like, because I think you do really well in it. You know, you do well in my class, whatever. You're insightful, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but it's my fucking senior year.
Yeah.
Why would I want to do more work, dude? I've been doing this for fucking 12 years.
Oh, that's a good point. I wish I had thought of that. But then I wouldn't have this awesome story. And she gave us a C and basically said that we cheated. So, anybody that has known me for any length of time knows that my fuse is kind of short. And I get that short fuse from my father, who has no fuse whatsoever. So just imagine telling a shorter fuse than me that his son, who has spent 12 years in school doing well all the time, being accused of cheating. So he asked for a meeting with the entire English department. And he walks in and he goes, I don't remember the whole the whole scenario, but my English teacher was there, and she was a stuck-up, prissy little bitch, and she was like didn't actually speak in the meeting, and the rest of the English department was there, and they started speaking. My dad's like, "Hold on a minute, I don't know why you're here, why you're here, why you're here, or why you're here. I only want to talk to you." So then, as the other one's speaking, he's like, "No, I don't think you understand. I don't know why any of you are here. I don't want to speak to any of you." And then one of the English teachers, and I know this is all factual because this is what my mom said, because my mom was there too, and she was like, oh, so the other one's like, well, I don't have to sit there and take it. And he's like, you just did. So, and then she just got up and left. And from there, I don't know what the heck the rest of it was. But I mean, that's what school is. Like, that's like, so you're telling me that's wrong. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to get off my little podium there. So that's why I don't have kids.
All right. All right, Griff. It's time for
I didn't think we were going to talk about Common Core math today, but
me neither.
My God, we did.
Hey, welcome to the number 9 with Tommy podcast, where anything is possible.
Wait, how did you guys get to the number 9? Show your work.
Sure. Well, see, Griff, there was 8 things on
8
that
things.
list of things to do that day, and I made a number 9. So 8 plus 1 is 9, and I made the 9th thing smoke a cigarette with Tommy.
Perfect. All right.
That's how we got to number 9.
Got it. You don't get a minus point. We're good.
All right, thanks. I do want to add this. Erica said they're showing the kids different ways, and they get to choose what the way they want to use when they get older.
See, if I could believe that they would actually let these kids choose, but I feel like they're telling you, you learn it this way so that when you get older, you can choose it, but then when they get older, they're just going to change the game and say these are the new rules. Like this is how you do it.
So Phobic says, well, how do you know there was 8 before 9? And then Erica said, well, think about it. If you're struggling math and then they show you a strategy to use and it makes sense, that helps you.
Phobic, you missed a 1.
Yeah. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. It doesn't really apply to kids that math comes to easy.
Well, then thank you.
Well, that kid shouldn't get. Maybe that's 8 plus 1.
I'm confused. Is this the number 8 with Tommy or the number 9 with Tommy?
And then he said, then times plus 1.
Oh!
He said, you relax,
Damn it.
buddy. I know math. All
Shit.
right. All right, so we're going to talk some football.
Woo!
Griff, tell us about Griff was at the Lions-Packers game.
Yeah, man, it was fucking amazing. So,
was that Sunday night or Monday?
Sunday night. Nope, Monday night. My first Monday night game. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. Me and my wife don't have the best track record. I think this game brought us over the 500 mark.
What do you think the biggest loss you've ever seen at Lambeau was?
At Lambeau, the Niners game.
Which one?
Listen, man. Listen, I know
The playoff game?
We say this all the time, right? But I wouldn't trade anything. If you told me that I was going to go to a game at Lambeau Field, a wild card playoff game.
I hear you, man. I'm just saying.
It was fucking minus 40, the second coldest game in the history of the NFL. Green Bay decided that they weren't going to allow me to see victory because fucking Colin fucking Kaepernick ran for 200 fucking yards. Anyways.
Did he need any?
And then they
touchdowns?
lost. They lost on a fucking last-second field goal to the end zone I was sitting. But anyways, so that was our first game. So me and my wife have seen the Packers
Phobic
lose.
said I've only gone to one game that the Raiders lost. It was the
Nice.
at Lambeau.
Phobic, you need to come to every game at Lambeau with me then. Because apparently that's what I need, is that good luck. So I've only seen them win twice at Lambeau.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I've only been there. Hold on. That was my third game there. So I've seen them lose to the Niners, beat the Chargers, and then this last game they beat the Lions.
Oh, so the only game you've ever seen them lose was the Niners game.
No, well, at Lambeau.
Atlanta.
Then I was at the NFC Championship, and that was
Atlanta.
so bad. And then I saw them win in Washington, so they're 3-2 in games I've gone to. But yeah, so we went on. So we had actually gone 5 years in a row to a Packers game. Not necessarily in Green Bay. So last year, obviously, we didn't get to go because Green Bay didn't have fans until like week 16, and it was only 5,000. It was like frontline workers, like that kind of thing. So as soon as the schedule was released, I'm like, "This is the game. We're going Monday night," because it was our home opener. So we went Saturday, stayed the whole weekend, went to the game Monday, and came back, and it's just like, and I'm probably biased, obviously because I'm a Packers fan, but like Lambeau is a bucket list like sports place. Like I've been to Fenway, I've been to, that's really the only place I could say compares. Like I want to go to Wrigley, haven't been there yet. But like, there's just something about Lambeau. Like it's a bowl. Like it's that 1940s bowl.
Yeah, it's like going to
build
Yale.
stands around. Like yeah, it literally is. Like
Yeah.
and it's just like it's literally like Lambeau and then some dude's house, like across the street. Like
That's
you can
awesome.
see into some guy's bathroom from Lambeau Field. So like, and I know I'm biased, but it's just one of those experiences that I can't say I would ever not say to recommend to someone.
Phobic said it's pretty dope, and he said laugh my ass off. Yep. About the bathroom.
So yeah, like it's crazy. Like and so because we didn't go last year, I asked my wife like, all right, so what's my dollar amount? What can I spend? So she said $300 per ticket. I'm like, deal. So I had been so long since I had gone to a sporting event that I forgot that StubHub doesn't front load their charge fees like Game Time does.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my God, I found these indoor club seats for $300. Go to
Yeah.
book them, $722. I'm like,
Each?
no, total. Like
Oh.
so there was $62 in fees. but it was over my $300. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
fuck that. Who cares?
well, so I said, I'm like, so was this $300 pre-tax or post-tax? She's like, pre. I'm like, I'm just gonna book it, right? And they were amazing. Now, granted, I don't think I'd ever do it again because just imagine being at a football stadium and not hearing any of the football noise.
Yeah.
Because like it was like, you know, half inch of glass, but you didn't hear anything. So like it was cool. I'm glad I did it because it was fucking raining too.
Yeah.
But I would definitely sit in the bowl next time.
Yeah.
And they won, even though they scared the shit out of me. And this fucking Lions fan behind us was chirping the whole game. And, you know, Tom brought this up and like, yo, respect for going to Lambeau Field, sitting in a club box that are only season ticket holder tickets and chirping the whole game. But he was just trying to be a dick. And I heard him more than once say, I'm just trying to be a dick to see how many people I can piss off. So, but like, I'll go anywhere.
It seems like you have that asshole magnet because you had that and then the lady down in Atlanta.
The one in Atlanta was so much worse. Fucking trailer trash. We looked her up too. She really was.
How'd you look her up?
Because my wife saw her name on her phone and fucking Googled her or Instagrammed her and found her on Instagram while we were at the game.
What the fuck's the matter with you people?
Lots, all right. But yeah, no, it was a great time. Got to see a W, and unfortunately, probably not going to see a W this Sunday.
You really think so, man?
Dude, I'm telling you, the Niners pass rush is legit.
So their defense is solid, right? Of course.
Yep.
But like I'm not sold on Jimmy G. Like I like Jimmy G. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good quarterback. But I can't pronounce his last name. It starts with an Mostert or Mostert.
Oh, Mostert.
Yeah, Mostert. He's out.
Yep.
They just activated this other guy, who's gonna start tomorrow tomorrow night. I'm just not. Their offense makes me nervous because they always struggle. It seems to score points. Luckily, their defense is always solid, so you know that keeps them in the game.
Yep.
But you're going up against Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so were the Saints in Week 1.
Yeah, but dude, what the fuck happened there?
I don't know. And then the Saints go straight up.
Yeah, it was like two fucking like it's crazy.
Like this, there's some like the games this weekend are like. I really hope I get to see. I'm pretty sure is Bucks Rams 4:00. I think it's a 4:00 game because that game is going to be fucking phenomenal. Like,
I want Matty Stafford,
dude. He's
finally on a football team that can fucking do some work.
Yep.
And he looks pretty good, man.
Him and fucking what's his name from Thursday? Sam Darnold. Like all you need to do is get away from Adam Gase, and you start to actually know how to play football again. Like,
U.S. Tampa Bay game. Yeah, that's a 4:25 game.
Yeah, like that game. Oof, man, it's gonna be so good.
There's a lot of good games this week. I think the Indy-Tennessee game will be good. Carson Wentz.
Except Carson Wentz somehow on one play twisted both his ankles.
Yeah,
he sounds like my brother. Like my brother can sit on a couch and his ankle will dislocate. That's Carson Wentz.
Eric says Jimmy G looks like he plays Clark Kent, Superman in a movie.
Yeah, so let's hope Clark Kent shows up tomorrow, not Superman.
Like that's fucked up, man.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I took that like a Christopher.
Dude, no, come on, man. Just because Google has it up there doesn't mean we're thinking about that.
Well, that's what I was because I just saw it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I hope Superman shows up for real. Actually, I hope they let fucking Superman play, man. Trey Lance, dude, he looks pretty good.
See, it's such a small sample size. Like,
yeah, you don't
how
really know.
butthurt do you think Jimmy G was that he led them down the field and then they let Trey Lance throw a 4-yard touchdown? Like, come on, like. Dude, I heard that he basically said that in not so many words too in a press conference last week.
That like I'd let him all the way down the field and then I let this guy throw a touchdown.
He's like the Trey Lance is the ultimate fucking touchdown vulture for quarterbacks. It's like back in the day when you had fucking Warwick Dunn and fucking Mike Allstott scored fucking 17 touchdowns on the 1-yard line. Like, you know, oh my god. So you know what Mike Allstott is?
No.
Oh my god. So Mike Allstott was a fucking fullback, right? So Warwick Dunn had this year where he probably ran for like 13, 14, 1,500 yards. But
so
somehow
fucking bombs these.
Yeah, and this was like, you know, years ago when like run 1,500 yards was fucking.
Well, and fullbacks were heavily used.
But fullbacks were fullbacks. Like they were lead blockers.
Yeah.
Like that's what they did. That year, I think there was a year Mike Allstott had like 12 or 13 touchdowns from inside the 4-yard line. So like they would literally get the whole length of the field, and then the Bucks would bring in Mike Allstott, and that's what it's in fantasy, a touchdown vulture. That's invented for like Mike Allstott. Like that's what that was. It was crazy.
What other good games we got, man? We got fucking the Tampa Bay game will be good. The Raiders might. Well, that's not even gonna be a good game, dude. The Raiders are gonna fucking shit.
You know why it'd be a good
all
game
over.
just to see how fucking crazy those fans are in Vegas.
Um,
If we were in the 21st century and I had any reception, I could pull up the schedule, but I don't.
I think Kansas City and the Chargers will be a good game.
See, I love Justin Herbert. Oh my god, that division for the next 10 years is going to be just incredible to watch because I feel like the Broncos, if they
Broncos are fucking looking hot too, dude.
Oh my god, that division is just nuts. Like it's kind of like thinking about like it's the wrong time again for the Dolphins because as much as I don't like Zach Wilson or Mac Jones, like the Dolphins are fucked because I tell you, like, how's Mac Jones? That team, they're going to be good again. Like the Dolphins can't catch a break. They just can't. And Josh Allen, like they probably have the best quarterback in the game 10 years from now in that division. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
Why do you hate Kyler Murray?
So Kyler Murray was.
Is it because he's 5'9"?
No,
I know why.
Yeah.
I remember why.
So Kyler Murray is a turncoat motherfucker. That's why. So he's a wannabe Deion Sanders who wants to play baseball and football. So he says, "Hey, I'm gonna play baseball." Goes into the baseball draft. Gets drafted by a team out in the Bay Area. You know,
that is awful.
Whoa. Just because you haven't won a World Series in 34 years doesn't make you awful. All right. The Oakland A's, and the Oakland A's are one of the two teams I have followed and loved my entire life. Like every other team has changed at some point, but I took the A's and the Huskies from my dad. That's it. And the professional sports team, the A's are the only team between me and my two brothers that any of us share.
Okay.
Me and my dad. So he gets drafted by the A's 4 or 5 years ago, top 10, and the A's paid him $1 million. And in baseball, like, you know, a top 10 draft in baseball is not like a top 10 draft in the NFL or because the baseball draft is like fucking 18 rounds or something. But Kyler Murray was a legit like top 10 guy who would have zoomed up the minor leagues and made it to the show. So the following year, the NFL draft comes and he's like, nope, deuces, I'm out. I'm going into the NFL. And just fucking said, shits on the A's and goes into.
Did he get to keep the $1 million?
No, he had to pay it back.
Oh.
Yeah, but $1 million
that's
to
like
the
half,
A's is like $500 million to the Yankees.
Yeah, it's like half their budget.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it is. Like they're a bottom 5%, a bottom 5 team in payroll every year. So I harbor a small or a lot amount of hostility.
Why? He's doing great.
Good for him, piece of shit.
Hold on a minute. You think one person was going to change the A's organization?
I mean, I don't think it would, but I would have preferred not to see my team waste a top 10 pick on a guy who probably would have been a top 30 player. And then just deuces. Because it also sounds like there's still an outside chance that he's going to try to get the Cardinals to let him play in the majors, and it will not be for the A's. Because it will have to be for the Diamondbacks.
Well, wasn't Russell Wilson doing that? Like he was.
Well, no, Wilson was on the fence, but he didn't go into both drafts.
No, but I'm saying like he goes and plays fucking like in the
Like
offseason.
the harmonica or something. Like no,
No, he goes and fucking does like training. I think with the Yankees or something.
Dude, fuck that guy too, anyways.
You don't like Russell Wilson?
Why would I? Shit all over the Packers. Playoff. Shit.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Dude, for real, dude. The NFC West, I say it every year, dude. They're the best fucking division of football.
Yeah, you know what the worst division right now might be?
Yours?
It's between the NFC North and the AFC South. Like, it is pretty bad.
Well,
the Bears stink. The Lions stink. The Vikings. I mean,
it sucks, dude. It seems like they always get, like, they're good, man, but they always get fucked.
Yeah, well, this
right?
is the, so in Mike Zimmer's career, he goes to playoffs every other year. So this is a playoff year for them. Unfortunately, they stink.
They're starting the season out 0-2.
Yeah, and they're not going to supplant any of the NFC West teams. Like, that's the other thing. You know who the 3 wildcard teams should be? The whole NFC West should be in the playoffs. But because they have to poach wins off of each other, one of them's not going to make it.
I don't know, man, because even if you got to figure, dude, every single one of them is going to finish with at least 11 wins.
I don't think it's possible.
Absolutely, it's possible. If you go,
They all have to go 3-3 in the division to do that, I think.
no, they can each. Yeah,
I mean,
they go
okay,
3-3. So
mathematically, yes, it is possible. But like,
yeah, they go 3-3 in the division. You got to get 8 other wins.
I guess you're right though, because wasn't there a few years ago where the whole division finished with 10 plus wins? I don't know if it was them or not. And I
Well,
guess
it had to have been the year that the Niners went to the Super Bowl. The year like that, because last year the Niners didn't. I think they had fucking 4 wins.
That's because they had 103 injuries. That year.
Yeah, and it was all their key players, like fucking Kittle was out.
That was it right there. Yep.
D Ford was out. Bosa was out. The whole
Oh
fucking.
my god, I forgot about Bosa. I can't watch the game. I can't do it.
Bosa's a fucking animal,
Oh my
dude.
God.
I forgot about Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, it's dude, I just got like a shitload of fucking follows on Twitch. I don't know why.
We're talking about football, man. America's game.
America's game.
How can't I get a fucking schedule down here? I know there's.
I don't know why you're not connected to my Wi-Fi.
I know I've been here before. Shit, when I go to your dad's house, I hop right into that Wi-Fi.
Oh, real nice. That's because you're a favorite child. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I wish we could do a watch along together.
Oh no, I'm
I know you
Not
get
a-
fucking upset.
not a good idea.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to get together to watch the game, and I was like, nah.
Your pops is like, yo, you can watch that with Tom. I'm like, that's not good for our friendship. Can't
No.
do it. Nope, can't do it. No.
He'll end up hating me for some reason because I was at his house when the Niners beat the
Dude,
Packers.
it's like that. The Super Bowl after they fucking destroyed the Packers in the NFC Championship. You're like, you want to watch Super Bowl? You're like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. I harbor some hostility. Lots.
All right, man. Well, I think we're good.
Damn, that went by quick.
It does, man. And you were worried that we were gonna have dead silence the whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and I want to thank you for being on the show. You definitely did a great job filling in for Pat.
Yeah, thanks, Pat, for the bomb ass intro. I liked it.
Yeah, Pat did a great job writing the intro. Pat actually produced a lot of the content that we talked about today. So thank Pat for that. Pat's gone. Ryan's in. Phobic says. Hey, tune in Wednesday, man. We might if Griff is for real.
I might be if I do it, I'll be live streaming from somewhere in Disney Springs.
Okay. Are you? Oh, that's right. You're going to Disney.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were going down to see your dad. You're going down for the 50th anniversary for your anniversary.
Yep. Yeah, we've been planning this trip since we started dating 18 years ago. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. I was just there in April. Hopefully the COVID restrict. See, I don't know, man, because are they still limiting how many people go in?
They are and they aren't. Like it's like 50% capacity. So like they're not full capacity, but
Do you have to sign up ahead of time? Like for
yeah,
departure?
she did all that shit like a
Yeah,
long time ago.
because we still had to do
The
that.
only thing is indoor is mask, but outdoor is none. So it'll be fine.
Oh, well, that's cool because we had to wear masks the whole fucking time we were there. It sucked. But that was in April, so. Well, if I'm not gonna bank on anything, when are you leaving to go down there?
Wednesday at 9:30.
Oh, so it's gonna be the first night you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's probably not gonna work.
Hey, you never know. Shit happens.
Well, talk to your wife.
I will. She's gonna laugh at me.
I know, but 7:30 on Wednesday. If you can squeeze in an hour and a half to do the show with your boy. If not, there probably won't be a show on Thursday
That would be sad.
unless Pat does it. But we'll see, because he's in Virginia visiting his brother. His brother's been on the show, so we could do a show with him and his brother. I'm sure we'll all talk about it and figure out what we're gonna do. Hey, shit, maybe we can get a fucking quad going, a quadro.
Oh, it'd be like fucking Scott Hansen from Red Zone. We got an octobox. No one loves things in life more than Scott Hansen loves an octobox.
All right, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You want to get us out of here?
Yeah, let's go eat some pasta.
You have to say it.
Oh, I say good day. Forgot about that part.
We're not done with the live stream yet, Griffin.
Calisthenics.
Live stream. Thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun today.
Oh wait, I'll do the tricky dick.
We're gonna go eat dinner. We'll talk to you later.